Mere words can't describe this masterpiece. This movie blew my mind when I first watched it a few years back. It's a journey to the conscious and subconscious, through dreams and reality that are colliding, overriding, and merging as one. Paprika is the fourth movie that Kon directed and the third of his works that I've watched. It features tremendous directing, ingenious themes, and meaningful messages. This movie has become a cult and influenced many films of the sci fi psychological genre, and it's a must watch for all anime fans, especially if you want to get introduced to Satoshi Kon. So, the synopsis goes like this. In the near future, psychotherapy treatment has reached a new level. Machines were used to monitor and record patients' dreams, but a revolutionary invention created by Dr. Tokita progressed that even further. The DC Mini, a device that allows the user to enter the dream of another human, enabling the therapist to guide and counsel the patient through this vision. After the theft of three prototype devices, the odd behavior of Chief Torataro Shima, and the disappearance of a researcher, Himuro, one of the head researchers, Chiba, takes matter in her own hands. The journey to find the missing devices and solving the mystery behind it has just begun. So the story is really fast paced and you can really compare it to the Inception and doesn't even give you time to take a breath. The movie goes from the introduction to DC Mini and its mind blowing capabilities and Konakawa's crazy but altogether meaningful journey and dream to the identity crisis of Chiba or Paprika and ultimately the use or you can say the misuse of technology and the horror that comes with it. The plot is divided in three parts. Each one had a different but equally important meaning that shapes the conclusion of the film. To explain the world of Paprika and its various concepts, it's better to analyze each character and their unique theme separately. I will start with science and the role of Chiba or Paprika and Tokita. On one hand, they are two sides of the same coin. Chiba is a cool headed and serious scientist and one of the head researchers. She used the DC Mini illegally to treat patients with her alter ego persona, Paprika, an enchanting woman full of energy. On the other hand, Tokita, a brilliant mind and inventor of DC Mini but immature, first ignores the whole issue and the consequences his invention could bring. Tokita represents science at its early stages, how a harmful and innocent idea can bring a reality of hopes and promises, but can also lead to a disaster. He merely invented Dizimini as a way to share the same dream with a different person, but it's really evident that there are others who did not have the same views. It's a fact that humanity has made different inventions for different purposes. Some led to a whole new future, but some lead to chaos. Chiba and Paprika represent the cautious, funny, but also risky side of science, as Chiba is overly cautious and understands what this invention could bring. But Paprika, always one step forward, is willing to take a risk and pretty much enjoy every moment of the journey. And that's what pretty much science is all about. In science, there's always risk. Every step you tread must be taken with care, but too much caution will lead to nowhere. Risks, risks are part of the game, and I would like to quote one line from the movie. Don't you think dreams and the internet are similar? They're both areas where the repressed conscious mind wins. This line blew my mind because it was written by Tsutsui, who wrote the novel in 1993, yet it is still relevant today. He was way ahead of his time. In 2006, when Paprika was released, social media was not a thing like it is today. The internet has no limits, no boundaries. You can post everything, see everything, find everything, be everything. Reality and fiction exist together on the internet, where you can find unbelievable yet very real phenomena. right alongside stories we can only be glad are just fiction. This just as fiction is influenced by reality, reality can be influenced by fiction. In conclusion, the film is all about the impacts of the internet and technology on mankind. Paprika is undoubtedly one of the best sci-fi movies I've ever watched. It has full package, ingenious theme, mystery plot, funny moments, mind-blowing scenery. Every character has their own unique aspects, intense deep moments, and conversation. I also like the story with Konakawa's dreams. I found it an interesting mystery solving dream and the most realistic in that had multiple meanings. To be honest, I can truly find the right words to praise this movie enough. The music was composed by Hirasawa and has to be one of the best music soundtracks you will hear. The opening soundtrack is light electronic techno composition and really goes well with the coloring and the movie theme. So, in conclusion, I will suggest you to watch the movie Paprika and enjoy the environment, character development, genius scenario, and mind blowing journey. That said, have fun mind tripping.